Yo, how is everyone doing today? We are back. What's good, everybody? Thank you very much for tuning in. We are here with the Critical Ops, the Pistol Tournament semifinals today. We have two awesome matches for you today. I'm Kryptonite. If you haven't seen me in a while, I know I've been, a little bit MIA, more behind the scenes, but I'm here today casting, and we're going to have some fun. We have some giveaways as well, so stay tuned for those. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the action in terms of what's going on. So, of course, the Pistol Tournament, we've got the bracket over here. We have a bunch of teams that have participated, and you can see here from the round of 16 all the way down to the quarterfinals. Then you have the semifinals, which we are at right now. We have Wives and Outlaws and Ed and Eddie and Supreme Gaming. Interesting naming there. And of course, I'll leave that bracket right there just for a little bit of time. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. We do appreciate you sticking with us. Go ahead and leave your predictions in the comment section below or in the live chat to see who you think is going to take the W today and for which matches. Is it going to be Wives and Outlaws? Who you think is going to be winning from there? And then Ed and Eddie and Supreme Gaming. Go ahead and leave your predictions in the live chat or the comment section down below. But of course, today we've got the semifinals. So let's take a quick peek at our first matchup. As you can see here, we have Ed and Eddie and Supreme Gaming. Now, we are almost ready to go, folks. I know y'all want to get into it really quickly, but of course, we got to go and see what these two teams, and rather these four teams, because we're going to have four matches today. Two matches, rather, four teams. What they're competing for. So right there, as you can see, fourth place, we have 60 event cases, 6,000 COPS credits. Third place, we have 90 event cases and 9,000 COPS credits. Second place, runners up, you are having a ball with 120 event cases and 12,000 COPS credits. And in first place, of course, the big honchos, the head honchos of the Pistol Tournament for Critical Ops 2025. First place, 3 G Fuel starter packs, so you can ball out with your G Fuel energy. Use code Esports Mobile at checkout for an awesome discount, Esports Mobile. And 3 mobile esports emblems. In addition to that, you have 150 event cases and 15,000 COPS credits. So you're going to be able to rock out in fashion, get some energy with that G Fuel starter pack, your MES emblems, and 150 event cases and 15,000 COPS credits. What an amazing bunch of prizes right there that you have. And of course, if you're not participating, that's okay. Because, as you can see here, the Esports gloves Candido legendary bundle right now in the shop, folks. Go ahead and pick that up. It is an awesome way to show your support for the esports community. You get your Candido gloves, 1,000 credits, and 2 Go Straight cases. So go ahead, and also the community has spoken. A lot of players wanted the gloves that would match the white sleeves of the classic Nomad agent that was given as a reward to the participants of the community milestone event earlier. Well, guess what? These are them. So go ahead and grab that in the shop. All right, folks. Should be about time very soon here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our first team. That will be Ed and Eddie. Quick peek at their roster. You have Dinkster, Tracho, sorry if I butcher your name, Draco, Hart, and Tiny. As you can see there, Dinkster with a fat 1.34 KD, and Tracho as well, or Traco, apologies again, with a 129, and then it trickles down from there. Now, some of you may have heard of these players. they've been around the block. So exciting to see what these players can bring into this matchup. Of course, the format is a 3v3, not a typical or standard 5v5, a little bit on the different side here because of course it is pistols only. Next up we have Supreme Gaming. Taking a quick peek at them. We have Maya, Clam, Musical, and Skiller, and of course these players have also been around the block. And Maya with that incredible 1.73 KD, definitely going to be keeping an eye out for Maya in this matchup. Quick peek at the maps that we're going to be having today. We are going to be seeing in this best of 3 Plaza, Port, and potentially going to be seeing some more stuff today as well. All right, and I do believe we should be underway in just a moment, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. Go ahead and leave your predictions. Who do you think is going to take this W in this matchup? Is it going to be Ed, and Eddie, or is it going to be Supreme Gaming? Let us know in the chat or in the comment section down below. All right, folks, just dotting the T's and crossing the I's over here. We should be underway in just a moment, folks. How's everyone doing today? I see y'all in the chat. Yo, Master, how's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Why, yes. Ah, okay, okay, why, yes. Gotcha. Appreciate that, Argon. Alrighty, everybody, should be underway once again very, very soon over here. Thank you for tuning in. As I stated previously, this is a 3 versus 3 tournament that we are having here today. Pistols only, and it's going to be an absolute blast. Of course, get ready. Grab your popcorn, grab your G Fuel, use code Esports Mobile, and grab your device. Maybe even grab your friends, you know, grab your buddies, have some fun with that, and yeah, come on out. Defuse the Bomb is the game mode, of course, 3 versus 3, and as the tournament name states, pistols only. All right, folks. I believe we are live in just a moment here. Let me just confirm, and then we should be good to go. Does indeed seem to be the case, so we're going to go ahead and hop on into the matchup. All right, Supreme Gaming versus Ed and Eddie starting has been... Oh, there we go. All right, perfect. All right. And Maya takes the first frag over there with a nice little headshot, and this is now a 3v2 situation as we have Skiller pushing up over here towards the elbow area, and that's one less player to go, and Maya takes down Dingster. This is a 1 versus 3 bombs being defused, and round in favor of Maya and crew. Well done. Interesting to see pistols only in a competitive matchup. It's something you typically only see on the pistol rounds, the first few rounds of each side, and maybe when you're saving. And so on a map like Canals, where long range is the name of the game half the time, so ooh, Skiller going for a couple wall bangs, not able to connect with anything there, does indeed decide to back off, and it seems, oh, that's right, an incendiary that has been added to the match, or to the game as well, so we'll have to see how that ends up playing. Well, bomb is going down. As I say that, actually, never mind. Maya does end up taking Tiny out, and this is now a 1 versus 3, and lots of action going down over here as we have Dingster win a 1 versus 2, able to pick up 1. Unfortunately, not able to clutch up. 2 rounds right now in favor of Supreme Gaming. Good start for them. Seems to be as if they are doing the nice business right now. All right, let's take a look at Maya and see exactly what Maya is going to be doing over here as we pick on up towards the A-bomb side. It seems as if everybody's going to be heading over there. So action's about to start in a handful of seconds here, folks. Tracho pushing up, trying to get some shots up. Does indeed. Non-connecting, though. Incendiary cutting them off right there from the bomb site. Not visually, of course. And now we have 3 of them in the smoke right now. Ed and Eddie trying to back up. And 1 is actually picked off, and that is Tiny. Scalar does end up getting him. 2 versus 2. Seems as if they're still trying to push towards the A-bomb site. And Dingster is planting the bomb as his teammate watches over him. That's 2 versus 2. And now Tracho does indeed take out Maya, making this a 1 versus 2 and 4 HP and a dream for Skiller. Doable, yes, but incredibly difficult. 1 versus 1, Skiller. Now it's a 1 versus 2 as they're both actually, never mind. Now it's a 1 versus 0 because they're definitely just backing off and waiting for that bomb. The objective to be. And Skiller trying his best, but try as he might, unable to clutch up in this situation. Skiller. Good try. Ed, and Eddie putting up their first point on the board. Still trailing, but it definitely does show that they do indeed have some life. Musical, Maya, Skiller, and Tiny, Dingster, and Tracho giving us a show. A seems to be the bomb side of choice. We have 1 Skiller watching the cross. He calls that out. 3 people now on the site. And Maya gets 1, gets 2, gets a 3rd, maybe. Yes, indeed, Maya clutching up. Oh my goodness. That was nuts. Maya with that 3-piece with the MR96. Well played. All right, let's take a quick peek at Skiller and see what the opening route for him will be. It seems as if he's going to be able to watch the cross once again. Oh, he just missed them. That's okay. He has a second cross over here. Some util going down as well. Maya picking up 1 kill right there towards elbow. And seems to be backing off just a tad. There's 1 person towards mid, and that's going to be Skiller. Again, interesting smokes there. Not sure what's going on with the smokes, but that was still a fairly quick round in favor of Ed, and Eddie. As we have Supreme Gaming leading 3-2. All right, there seems to possibly be a pause, so we will have that momentarily. Yes, indeed, pause has come up. We'll just have a moment here, and then we should be underway once again. Interesting. All right, and let's get started once again.
Incendiary out.
Incendiary going out. Nothing so far. We should have an altercation here in just a moment as we have a bomb site, which is being exploited at the moment. Some util going down towards elbow. Maya is the one putting that down. And then we have one person that's mid. It's going to be Dingster. And he might just be able to get something going here on this bomb site. That's indeed the case right now. Dingster pushing up and getting musical down on the ground. This is now a 2 versus 3, and we have 3 players near or on the bomb site. Bomb's going down, and we have one flanking right now. That's Skiller. Interesting to see if he's going to be able to do much over here with this flank. He does indeed, and he was seemed apparently flash. And here we go. Now we have 2 versus 1, and Maya left all alone, trying to get something done over here. Has to get these 2 frags and defuse. Dingster, Maya. Tiny ends up taking Maya out, and this is now a tie game, folks. 3-3. Awesome gloves that we've seen here, and some knives. I think that was a world supporter knife as well from 2024, if I'm not mistaken. Go ahead and grab your esports bundle right now, folks, in the shop. Check it out and support your esports for Critical Ops. And now, as I say that, Maya getting a frag right there on Dingster. That's nice to the face, ripping that face off. And Tiny gets 1 frag as well. And this is now a very difficult situation for Skiller, as a 1v2 is happening right now. Get some shots, doesn't take him down, but now it's a 1 versus never mind, I thought it was going to be a 1 versus 1. Nade going down does do some damage, but ultimately Skiller is still left all alone in this 1 versus 2. Gets 1. Skiller versus Tiny. Can Tiny execute it? No, he cannot. Skiller with that nasty 1 tap to the face. Well done. Oh my goodness. Strafing in and out, and able to clutch up for his team, putting Supreme Gaming once again in the driver's seat. Out. B is the bomb set of choice. Skiller pushing up, as he did indeed flash all 3 players that were pushing up. Banana down over here, and I don't believe they're going to be able to get to that rotation on bomb site fast enough. So bomb should be going down in a moment here. That is indeed the case, as we have Maya pushing up over here towards this incendiary. It does indeed fade, and Musical gets caught off guard, not paying attention, not checking his corners, and we have Maya left all alone, and an essentially impossible situation task over here, as Tiny does indeed take Maya out. Rounds have flipped, or rather teams have flipped over here, folks. On the flip side, which is of course typically a pistol round, but this is the pistol tournament, so every round is a pistol round. Shots going down. B is the bomb set of choice. We got Dingster pushing up with his XD and not able to connect with any shots, and actually does indeed connect with some shots, but unable to finish out Maya, even though Maya is essentially not even shooting back. What is going on here? Dingster, gotta hit those shots, gotta get that frag, and we have one person that's going to be Skiller over here towards the mid site. And it doesn't matter, because guess what? Bomb's down on the A side. And now Dingster takes down Maya. 2 versus 2, as we have 2 players versus this 1, which is going to be Skiller, unable to finish that off. And now Dingster, only real thing he has to his name right now is his HP, but it doesn't matter because he has no ammo and unable to finish that kill, and Musical gets the win. Ed, and Eddie, I do believe, take the round lead, the match lead, for the first time since ever, actually. I'm not sure. Either way, Ed, and Eddie up 1 round right now, 5-4 over Supreme Gaming. Have a quick rush over here towards elbow, putting down some util, some flashes over here, and oh my goodness, that's nuts. Musical getting taken down. Tiny putting down some shots over here towards Skiller, and Maya able to tag down to 72 HP for Skiller. And it seems as if Just some shots through the smoke, as you can see there. We can see, but these players cannot. That is a solid smoke for them. And a... oh my goodness. And a low opacity smoke for us, folks. As we are viewing this matchup, Skiller in the 1 versus 3 is able to get one over here towards mid bridge. Puts down some shots, misses everything. And oh my goodness. Unable to clutch up or even get a frag there. 5-5 round count right now. All tied up, folks. A little bit of a dispersion here, as we can see. A couple players over here towards B, or rather A, and then seeming as if we're going to try and rotate over towards the B bomb site, as we have one player, that is Skill, that is making a little bit of noise, just making sure he can, you know, possibly catch them lacking when it comes to rotation. It doesn't matter because Musical takes down the bomb site anchor, which is Tracho. Unable to get much going there for him, and this is actually going to be an interesting bomb plant because we have one pushed up. Never mind, I was going to say he was pushed up towards the breach spawn, or rather the coalition spawn, but it seems as if Dingster is going to be making his way onto bomb site, and that is indeed the case. Unfortunately for him, not able to do much at all other than just take an L right there, and it seems to me as if someone's going to be getting knifed over here, and doesn't. Wow, okay, that's indeed the case. Tiny gets one, and Skiller rather ends up taking the second life of Tiny right there. 6 rounds right now for Ed, and Eddie. That was an incredibly jam-packed round right there, folks, towards the end specifically. There we go. World supporter knives looking nice as we have that cross right there. Smoke going down. Flash as well, and Dingster ends up actually pushing off of that with the GSR, putting down some util. As on the other side of the map now, Tiny does indeed take Skiller down and out for the count. Maya left in this 1 versus 3 with an MR96 or 90. Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I just realized we have one on the flank over here, and it seems as if Maya unfortunately got deleted right there off of the map. Coming down to the wire, folks. Coming down to the wire, all tied up 6-6. Incredibly close matchup that we've got going on right now, folks. For all the marbles right now. Map 1. Util going down onto the bomb site as well as on to elbow. Nothing as of yet in terms of body counts dropping. Let's see what this nade or frag ends up giving us. Nothing, it seems, but one does get taken down. That is Skiller, and Maya does indeed get taken down as well. Tiny left in this, or rather Musical left in this 1 versus 3, and you can see Tiny, he wanted that. He wanted that knife. Ed, and Eddie able to get that 7th round on the board. Incendiary going down towards long over here. Be long, and that doesn't matter. Skiller says it doesn't matter. My name is Skiller, and I'm going to push that incendiary as if it's not even there. Doesn't take any damage as well. I don't think he did, at least. Bomb's going down, and we have 2 players towards mid, lower mid, that they don't see him. Skiller doesn't he take down one, and is he going to be able to finish off the round over here? It seems like he's not. Runs out of ammo. Does not matter though. Skiller and crew tying this all up 7-7 as Supreme Gaming is hot on the heels of Ed, and Eddie. I never thought I'd say those names in sequence in a match for Critical Ops. But hey, this is the pistol tournament where we have a little bit of fun, but also a nice and good competitive spirit.
Grenade out.
Nade going down. That does some damage over here. 65 to Skiller. HP left for him, and we have some, well, I was going to say some fights going on mid, but never mind. It seems as if it's going to be a clean versus 3 on the B bomb site. And as I say that, one decides to go with lower cafe. That's going to be over here musical, trying to make sure that he's able to maybe do a little bit of scouting on the flank, but it doesn't matter because everybody on the coalition side is just chilling over here, trying to push in. That's indeed the case, and it doesn't matter because a lot of stuff is going on right now, folks. 2 versus 2, frags going left, right, and center, and an incendiary as well goes towards this B cut, mid cut, and Dinkster takes down musical. Oh my goodness, this is Defuse going down Tracho, and there we go. Defuse goes down. For a moment there, I didn't realize that the frag had actually come through and he was safe to defuse, but it did indeed go through. And and Eddie, Triple E, is now up by 1. And it seems as if it's going to be a 2 versus 1 as Tragic tries to put down some shots. Does indeed, but I'm not sure if that connected, but it doesn't matter because he does indeed back off and give up that site. They're going to be playing a retake on B. Bomb going down. This is now a 3 versus 3. We have 3 players on the Breach and Coalition side, but it seems as if the Breach has opted for a quick rotation towards mid and leaving the bomb site completely unguarded. Save musical over here in the corner as he's able to maybe get 1. Unfortunately for him, not able to do so. This is now a 2 versus 3, and Dinkster, Skiller, Tiny's going for the knife. He's gonna get it. No, he's not. That doesn't matter because Tracho is going for the defuse, and he's going for it. And he, wow, that is insane. That man has the balls of steel for the win, folks. That is incredible. 9-7. Ed, and Eddie closing out for that ninja defuse in the smoke. Clutch by Tracho. Well done. Well done.
Coalition wins.
That was GG's for map 1 on Canals, folks. Map 2 should be coming up in just a short while, folks. All right, with that said, folks, we are going to be having a quick break as we go into map number 2, Ed, and Eddie Supreme Gaming, as we get this match underway. See you on the flip side.
First contact there towards the coalition spawn. Flashed him Fallen Knight, but he's trying to watch the boxes side. Shadow up close, will look to swing. Xera runs his way down. Managed to find Shadow. Jimmy climbing up the stairs. Will be taken by Stakes with full blind. A lurking play from Faultless comes out. Everything going south though for Invictus. Xera's gonna have to clutch, and a 1v1 goes to Faultless.
So Rain is just playing together better as a team, and they're sticking to strategy. That's the key. People don't get that word is thrown around so much, but strategy, you got to stick to it. Even if it's not working necessarily a couple rounds, you got to keep sticking to strategy, going over and over and over again. And what's working so far is this bomb retake. Fulgurant trying to end the broken buys, so we'll see.
Okay, let's see what they can do. Noxic with the opener, of course. The Belarusian trying to make it happen for his team. Good shot from Malik will be found with another one potentially going his way. It's a little bit of a tough fight there against Fallen Knight. Now the only one left standing. Can Malik do it? Poked off, defusing. Fallen Knight goes for the ninja. Fallen Knight goes all the way. Oh, Fallen Knight!
Pressure makes diamonds, and that's what. Oh my gosh! Through the smoke.
The second time with the switch up of play for Fallen Knight. Nah, you can't try and stop this counterpart. It's Fallen Knight switching it up, getting an entry elsewhere. Now looking for Nox.
Yeah, you gotta push B, you gotta flash out. Oh my gosh, I thought he hit that. Did he actually tag him?
I think he, yeah.
Rain. They are on fire. There's not enough rain to put
Another switch.
Ouch. Oh, that was close. Just a little to the left.
They shine. Malik's gonna have to run still very far. Catching Fallen Knight, of course. That's at least alert falling. The wallbang will do the job. Mylan taken by Malik, who's trying to stomp them once more. Needs
2 players alive. Malik very low HP.
Collision wins.
And
nervous, just casually taking them all down. 4 players pushing, going aggressive. Mylan sent to heaven, but the Modan is here. Shadow Fallen Knight clinching up 2 more kills to find to crown themselves world champion. Every single time Rain plays in pro leagues, they don't quote unquote seem to care, but when it's worlds, when it backs against the wall, this team is on another level.
jump on top of McLaren there. My line finding a shot there on Noxic. And 3 players up the line here. Bomb is going to go down, Jesse, and has been planted. And Victus getting some much-needed cash for the next round. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to pull this one off. They have 2 players left. Might be able to, though.
He needs to step up.
Valley, tough 1v3.
Yeah. Yeah, put him in the top spot, and he has to deliver with being on such high ping. Well, that allows the others to still, I guess, perform. It's looking quite good, because Faultless is having an absolute hamming showdown. What a triple. With Faultless around the corner, and 4 in hand, tries to line him up. Can't do it. Deagle just breaking the armor. Making Faultless down low. He's going to have to get help on the side quite soon, but everything is smoked off. Will help, though, as Myline joins the party. Faultless still standing. This could all fall apart. Jimmy's going to have to clutch. A 1 versus 2 required from him. Time not on his side. Turning left is required. He finds Myline. He knows where Faultless is. Out of bullets. Oh, beat the 50 out. No time. Can Jimmy do it? No, he can't. Oh, my. Faultless.
The refrag up. Not able to do so. They're moving in. Only 13 seconds to work with. Faultless with 2 of the M4 in his hand. Trying to find the other. He's going to put down by Jimmy before he can do more damage to his team. It's a 2v3 situation.
They have to play fast.
Coming around the corner. Headshot on Fallen Knight. Perfectly lined up. Bomb goes down. He needs to get out.
Oh, wow. Jimmy gets them all.
Invictus trying to open it up. Oh my gosh. Sizzix and Shadow in there. Valley coming from behind. Finds Faultless. To see a blue in the kill feed right now. Invictus working. Slowly but surely.
Quite good, because Faultless expects B to be completely clear. So Jimmy is potentially going to take 2 of them down while they're not aware. Shadow still to be caught. Are the steps being made? Is Jimmy going to hear it? He will. With Faultless moving in, Jimmy's going to have to turn his back. Still stands. How is Jimmy doing this? He takes 2 out of nowhere, turns his back around. Jimmy might master the art of everything, but that's not going to happen, because Faultless originally trying to help without his steps being made. Jimmy might try and deny this bomb from going down. He's going to have a chance for it. The wallbang necessary. Fallen Knight will be dropped. Jimmy still up for a chance, though, having to swing to his bar to find Shadow. The flash, the play. Jimmy goes for a ninja. He's defusing. He's halfway done. Noxic watching it. Will be taken, but Jimmy gets it.
Just trying to bug Team Rain. There's Malik being a little cheeky. Finds Stizzix. Oh my gosh, you can't let... Watch. Jesse, are you looking what I'm looking at?
Yeah,
this is potentially a win here on Eco.
Oh my. What? We'll talk about in a bit, where Rain is now going to look for this retake here over towards that A site. The strong teams remaining to be on top. Faultless, greatly boosted here. Oh, what a tap!
Valley about to pop out, decides not to. They need to move. Shadow and Faultless to see a blue in the kill feed. 2 in the hands of Faultless with the AUG. Pick it up. It's time. No way. Jesse doesn't have time trying to listen. For the very first time here since the flip. Faultless comes out. He's the first to get dropped. Donlik with a refrag, and it's chaos right now. Util coming out. Daxera finding 2, trying to find the 3rd. He's going to get dropped by Shadow, finds 2 himself. Might find a 3rd. He's able to do so. Finds Valley. Down to this 1 versus 1. It's Malik v Shadow. And he is going to pull it off. And they're slowly getting picked off here. Fallen Knight. Big kill there on Volgren. Rain making it work. And there it is. Malik finding 3.
We'll catch him briefly. Up close, Malik looking for it. That's 1.
Way.
Shadow has smoked him off, giving Malik a chance to go for a reload. He swings out a second time. Will be found. Everyone from Rain has already swarmed the side, so all 4 pushing might be dangerous. Forced to deal with Donnelly. We'll see them. No one on the bomb, though. No one yet defusing. Now all wrapping around. Jimmy getting himself a double. Lurking play will be caught. And
shooting gallery if they pull around. Jimmy's gonna be the one to peek the corner and say hello. And yeah, there it is. It's a quad feed. Lord Farquaad is in the house. Might come up with the
The rain site is so awkward. Donnelly is just checking without any info. Now faced with danger. A few breach players are looking to push their way in. Now Vent's getting cleared, and don't doubt yourself because you've just put in every hour that you possibly can. Play too much for your liking even. That's when you know you've put in the effort. Good shot from Valley to open things up. And Invictus, man. Crazy work here on Bureau. Faultless though, might end their lives, might end their dreams as he tried to chase. Will fight Nexera. That's a
opening up. Billy get that player inside of orange. Spot has been spotted by Donnelly, and Vulgrid is down.
Guy. 2 versus 2. Although Vulgrid there going aggressive, he could have planted the bomb. Jimmy picks up the sniper. Can he get this? Jimmy can't, because Faultless is in the way. But that...
Give Shadow. Now the last man alive. Looking like he's in a cup. They're about to push on in. It's Invictus right now. My line able to find one. Donnelly in a tough spot against the second. Donnelly's about to go down. And my line is just beasting and feasting right now. Vulgrid low HP. Vulgrid decides not to stick it. Swings out. And there it is. A potentially higher ping.
That is going to affect you on every single server that we play. Turkey just a little bit farther away. See how this eco round will go. Nexera, 3 kills already. Make it 4 in total. Oh no, this round could still fall apart. The XDs.
Almost like they're playing scared. Oh, it's Jimmy just feeding right now. It's a full 8.
Read exactly what Rain is doing. And with them not having a player on the other side of the map, you can see Vulgrid starting to rotate in. Rain does not have players on every single angle.
All right, folks. Quick break time, intermission to that break time. Just waiting on some stuff behind the scenes. Teams trying to get into the match. And then we'll get started. Meanwhile, I know I said giveaways earlier, so here you go. Here's your first giveaway. Go ahead and write down your COPS ID. Go ahead and write down your COPS ID, and one lucky winner will be chosen for 5 cases. Go ahead, one random winner, 5 cases. Drop your COPS ID in the chat. Go ahead right now, and we'll pick that at random, folks. And yeah, apologies once again for the extended break time. That being said, quick giveaway, 5 cases. Write down your COPS ID to one of you. 5 cases to one of you. Just write down your COPS ID in the chat. And with that being said, back to the break time.
Nexera finding Donnelly. The second should be found
At the exact same time.
Yeah, but the thing is also, and I noticed that myself, because in the games I play with my team, I'm also always like the IGL. Ooh. When I'm having a good mood, my team is having a good mood, and that's what we're seeing with Malik right now. Do something.
So I'll let Gyroscope come into play there with Malik. Fall Knight coming in. Malik gives away his position, and he's going to get dropped. A little bit of damage has been done, though. Nexera trying to prevent them from getting on the A site too easily. Comes in, throwing utility, and it's Fall Knight blasting him out of the sky. There he is on the sniper rifle. That's the type of play you expect to see from him on that ratio. And he's got another. Jumping around the corner, finding Vulgrid. Valley does a little bit of damage. I think he saw Faultless on his right. He's going to find him. He's caught off guard. They know where he's at now. With the pre-fire coming in, Shadow is able to find the hedge.
On Canal's last World Championship. Look at this run up. Myline going fast. Throwing around the corner. 1-for-1 trade. Valley is waiting on the side. So much press on him. With Nexera joining in. Nexera trying from HQ to find the frag. He's very, very itchy on that one. Damage done to the rain side already, so the advantage is most certainly on the side from Invictus here. No wraparound coming out. All of them fighting hands up, trying to help each other. Armor broken from Donnelly, then the swing from Malik finding success. It's a 2 versus 2, as close as it can be with Jimmy and Malik left. Fallen Knight having to clutch. They'll not do it. Malik gets a triple kill to win the round and the game for Invictus. Jimmy did so much, finds the defuse for the cherry on top.
Their way around. You can see one player down there. Faultless moving back through vents to move up a ramp. He will be the kind of lurker. Fallen Knight gonna open it up here. Quick trade out there, and there's Fallen.
Although Invictus have just pistols to play with, they're gonna try and go for preemptive fights. My line will be the one opening things up. Damage has been done to the players from Rain as well, but up close, Mylan just making the best of it.
They gotta work on the retake.
Such an advantage.
Try to work those angles. Stizek's great play. My line 1v1. It's Malik jumping out of the air.
Make them fall away. Fallen Knight is forced to fall. Shadow fully flashed though. So he tried to help in, tried to chip in to no avail because Faultless falls. The site looks to be under control here for Invictus. 1-for-1 trades are coming out. A wall being found. Takes him down. It's all down to Malik here. The 1 versus 3. Heads up fight against 1. Make it 2. Not the...
Am I seeing that correctly? Yeah, I just adjusted my eyes. Yeah, that is that is okay. Very interesting. Shadow gonna find Malik, trying to double up with his Malik, gonna put him down on the ground. Stizek and Flash coming out. He's about to swing, and he sees plenty of players to shoot at. He's able to drop Jimmy, and it's Fallen Knight with 2. Make it 3 with the Valley pops on out, and Shadow blinded takes him down. To see a blue in the kill feed. Here's Naxera. Oh my gosh! You do what? No! I thought he was gonna have it.
Boss push from Invictus seems to be working, right? Aggressive pushes, but this time a hold that's so great from Rain.
I'm sure fresh in both of the teams' minds, and they prepare for pistol round opening up, multiple shots going down. Invictus takes it. We are getting right to it. Nothing slowing down at all. Rain finding 2 quick off the bat and make that 3. My line with the knife
To be not going to go for this retake anymore. The lurk from Malik will catch this.
Yeah, good old Plaza in Barcelona. We'll see. Still a lot of stuff can happen here. Jimmy cracking up the kill feed, trying to find a second. It's actually going to be Malik, but on my line. And now they're flashed out and just calming down a little bit. Re-stabilizing here. Jimmy in the corner. Don't ruin that other package of mine, man. Another headshot there on Shadow, looking for his 3rd. Malik going to deny it. Might be a full house here for the side of Invictus. Jimmy, oh man, Malik is going to...
Why wouldn't they take an Oz being so defaulty? Oh, Malik! Bye-bye, my line and Shadow. Through the smoke, 2 headshots, immediately opening up the door. And there's your round. Let's see who's going to go to 11. Shadow. First contact there towards the coalition spawn. Flashed him Fallen Knight, but he's trying to watch the boxes side. Shadow up close, will look to swing. Xera runs his way down. Managed to find Shadow. Jimmy climbing up the stairs. Will be taken by sticking with full blind. A lurking play from Faultless comes out. Everything going south though for Invictus. Xera's gonna have to clutch. And a 1v1 goes to Faultless.
So Rain is just playing together better as a team, and they're sticking to strategy. That's the key. People don't get that word is thrown around so much, but strategy, you got to stick to it. Even if it's not working necessarily a couple rounds, you got to keep sticking to strategy, going over and over and over again. And what's working so far is this bomb retake. Fulgurant trying to end the broken buys, so we'll see.
Okay, let's see what they can do. Noxic with the opener, of course. The Belarusian trying to make it happen for his team. Good shot from Malik will be found with another one potentially going his way. It's a little bit of a tough fight there against Fallen Knight. Now the only one left standing. Can Malik do it? Both off. Defusing. Fallen Knight goes for the ninja. Fallen Knight goes all the way. Oh, Fallen Knight!
Pressure makes diamonds, and that's what... Oh my gosh. Through the
That's the second time with the switch up of play for Fallen Knight. Nah, you can't try and stop this counterpart. It's Fallen Knight switching it up, getting an entry elsewhere. Now looking for Nox.
Yeah, you gotta push B, you gotta flash out. Oh my gosh, I thought he hit that. Did he actually tag him?
I think he, yeah.
Rain. They are on fire. There's not enough rain to put
Another switch.
Ouch. Oh, that was close. Just a little to the left.
They shine. Malik's gonna have to run still very far. Catching Fallen Knight, of course. That's at least alert falling. The wallbang will do the job. Mylan taken by Malik, who's trying to stomp them once more. Needs
2 players alive. Malik very low HP.
Wins.
And
nervous, just casually taking them all down. 4 players pushing, going aggressive. Mylan sent to heaven, but the Modan is here. Shadow Fallen Knight clinching up 2 more kills to find to crown themselves world champion. Every single time Rain plays in pro leagues, they don't quote unquote seem to care. But when it's worlds, when it backs against the wall, this team is on another level.
We see Mylan here advancing towards Ventol. We have every single Saints player here on B long, and Mylan can either cook up or gets cooked. He does get a first strike onto Drax, gets the second onto Central. Molly here with the sniper, does take him down eventually. Very much a great impact from the sniper.
Do that. No.
Oh no, oh no, looking into 3 Rain players, there's no chance. Fallen Knight here with the 3rd frag. Mylan and Fallen Knight.
This has got to be, bro. Firepower.
And Faultless gets very aggressive and he gets punished for it, but Myline is right there to refrag at the double. Oh my goodness! Myline, the way Shadow get pushes from Sat, he gets the double as well, and I think that's a yes, it is totally with the lost track.
Wins.
And now Crazy needs to defend site alone while his teammates start to rotate. Gets a kill through the smoke on Volgren, but Noxic trades him out. And now it's all on Exo to win this round. Going for the ninja defuse. Doesn't seem like he is. He's faked it. Kills Valley. Not much time left. Noxic is running as fast as he can. And he's back, and now Exo getting the kills, but all for naught. In the end, it doesn't matter as they did lose the round. The chemistry just isn't there the same way it is for Invictus, and it really shows as Volgren is able to kill, and 4M actually getting a double on Valley and Noxic.
Oh, but Volgren could make a play here. Did they hear their bullets hitting him in the smoke? Yes. Oh, Exco does spot him out and whips around for the kill. On 1 HP he is, but it's just Jimmy. He's been so good so far. Can he do it again? Exco on 1 HP and 4M on half. He's going to be trying to bait it out. Oh, but Jimmy, expert work here. All he needs to do, one more bullet on the Exco, and he clutches out another 1v3 back-to-back. Incredible performances from him. Jimmy. Yep, he's stuck in the corner, and he's going to be unable to do anything about it. Naxera does find the trade. He is taken down to low HP. Flashbang is out. Does manage to convert a second. Rue and Bloss, though, snatch one in return, but Volgren strikes back. Now a 2 versus 2 situation. Oh, I thought Exco might not hit that kill, but he does, and the flashbang is out. Volgren does manage to dodge it. 6 kills and 14 deaths right now. A critical round for his team. He really does need to win this. The nade almost lands at his feet, only doing roughly 23 damage though. So much to be desired in that department, and Volgren is just going to be hanging out. He's chilling. He's chilling. Wait, no, he might find the timing on Bloss. Bloss, does he know that he's on site? Oh, but the timing! Oh, Bloss almost chokes the kill, but does ultimately manage to land that headshot.
It will be a bit of a unicorn round.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for your patience. We really do appreciate it. We should be good to go momentarily here, folks. And as promised, giveaway did just conclude momentarily. And yeah, or rather a moment ago. And we have our winner. Congratulations to Sarunto. Thank you very much for participating, and for everyone else as well. Sarunto, you will be receiving your 5 cases. Thank you very much for tuning in and for participating. We should be good to go, folks. And in just a moment, as we start in this matchup right now, we have, of course, Ed and Eddie versus Supreme Gaming. Ed and Eddie up 1-0, of course, in this matchup, folks. Don't forget, more giveaways to come, so stay tuned for those. Once again, congratulations to Sarunto. Congratulations to you. 5 cases will be headed your way. Thank you very much for watching, and as well, everyone else, thank you. All right, match should be ready in just a moment, folks. Restarting is... There we go. All right, live. Thank you very much for tuning in. Ed, and Eddie versus Supreme Gaming, match number 2. As we can see here, folks. Round 1 underway. 3 versus 3 pistol tournament. Map number 2. Pistols only. Let's go. Dingster and crew seemingly going to actually just be going to the B bomb site. And as I say that, Heart coming in, I believe, as a sub as well, and he just gives Skiller the business with that headshot to the dome right there. Of course, same thing, you know, but that's how we roll. Maya, Musical, 1v1 right now, isolated as Heart, does put down some shots, unable to actually connect with much, but does take a little bit of damage, and it seems as if Maya and Musical are going to be going towards the A bomb site, and bomb is going down momentarily, but we have one player, that's Tracho, could catch over here in control room. That doesn't seem to matter because we have 2 players that are about to coincide with each other, collide rather, and 2 versus 2. Maya takes down Tracho, and this is now a 1 versus 1 situation. Never mind. Maya says, not today. Not today. That 1 versus 1 that you said it was, it's now 0, right? 0 on their side. Maya putting up a nice little 2-piece right there, putting Supreme Gaming up 1 round to 0. Ed, and Eddie trailing. Flashing B long. We have 3 players that have committed to each site, or rather from each side to the same site. So we have 6 total that are going to be over here to the B bomb site. Frag going down, incendiary down, doesn't matter. He says, hey, I'm just going to cross either way. Maya says, hey, you're dead. And Dingster trying to get a little frag here. Unfortunately for him, not able to do so. Does indeed decide to back up. Gets hit with everything, including the kitchen sink, and still has to back up. This is looking as if it's going to be an impossible round for Dingster. Only thing he really has going for him is that he's near full HP. That doesn't matter because Maya says, lights out. Lights out indeed. 2 rounds to Supreme Gaming. All right, round number 3 underway, folks. Let's take a quick peek at the minimap and see exactly where these 2 teams might have an idea as to where they're going to be going. And it seems as if it's going to be too long over here. B, site of choice. And Tracho puts down some shots. Incendiary going down, trying to cut off that side there so they can't cross. And is it just me? I think it is. They're all rotating. All right, cool, interesting. So Dingster does indeed call that out. Unsure as to how many have rotated, but from audio cues and visual cues, it seems to be at least 2 that he probably called out. Sitting in the smoke is Dingster. Interesting. The smoke is Smoke Bandit over here. We have Stewie 2K. Doesn't matter because Dingster turns around and says, hey, surprise, I'm here. Musical takes down Dingster. This is now a 2 versus 2 with Tracho out in Narnia over here, just hoping his teammate can do something. I don't know if he's gotten the call out that there are 2 players there, but maybe he's just waiting and playing for the rotation because his teammate was just playing for like the chip damage to the wall and info. So I mean, this could have been this is a heads up play, but it doesn't matter. Tracho with a 10,000 IQ, but 0% aim right there, and Heart gets cut off with the molly of death. Oh my goodness. Gets on the site, but it doesn't matter because such low HP and awkward positioning leads to Musical getting that headshot right there with the MR96. 3 rounds to Supreme Gaming's name, 0 to Ed, and Eddie. Frag, and rather flash going down. Scalar gets 1. Oh my goodness, that was a nasty little peek right there with the tap and strafe. Now opening up the B bomb site for his team. But they do actually opt to seemingly go to A. But they do leave bomb towards their side. So they might just be feeling it out. Doesn't matter. Hart says, hey, what are you walking into? My bullet to the face. That's exactly what it is. And 2 versus 2. Minute 16 left in this round. And Skillet, the one taps. Oh my goodness. Pistol tournament is what we have here, folks. And what we're getting is a treat of headshots. Masterclass with this MR96 weapon. 1 versus 2. Tracho has the great positioning. That being said, he might be getting tagged by these two players. Gets tagged down to 86 HP. Bomb seems to be going down, and that is indeed the case. More incendiaries. Incendiary left, right, in the center. And this is going to be extremely difficult for him. That is indeed the case because Tracho unable to get that clutch. 4 rounds right now for Supreme Gaming. Skiller getting flashed out of his mind for a moment there, unable to do much, just decides to back off and take a quick little breather. But Skiller, as I say that, gets a little overzealous, and Hart ends up grabbing his life and tearing it to pieces. Maya pushing over towards the A-bomb site, watching this crossover here for control. Pushing up actually into it, and might just catch one person. That should be Hart over here off guard. That peek gets the one tap. X gets the, okay, double up on the one taps. Maya. I'm gonna stick on to Maya and see if Maya can do anything over here with the one taps. Unfortunately, not able to do so. 2 bullets in the chamber. 1 bullet in the chamber. Gonna go for the style points. 1 tap, and unfortunately not able to connect with that. Doesn't matter though, because Musical is still in the count here.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb is down. 1 versus 2.
The bomb has been planted on A.
Shots going down, and Maya unable to, Tracho actually unable to get that frag. All right, 5 rounds right now in favor of Supreme Gaming. Let's see if they can get another one on the board, or is Ed, and Eddie going to get their first round on the scoreboard? Let's take a quick peek here at Hart and see what Hart can be responsible for. But it seems as if some frags, some shots going down, unable to actually connect with everything. But it seems as if they're just going to be bombarded with Molly and, or rather, Incendiary and Util. Yeah, more Incendiaries. Full rotation opted for that. And Hart and crew seem to not realize exactly what's going on over here, as they have been bamboozled. The cinnamon swirl is in full effect over here, folks. And A is the bomb site of choice, and that is where bomb is planted. 3 versus 3, clean round right now in terms of player count. That doesn't matter because actually Hart takes down 1, and this should be a relatively clean round right now for Ed, and Eddie, as they do have the player and the health advantage. Shots going down. There's actually 3 versus, what is going on? 1 versus 2 as this quickly crumbles. Dingster gets the 1. Now Musical. Dingster unable to clutch up, trying to go for the ninja defuse right there, but Musical says, hey, not today. This is my bomb site and you are not defusing. Musical helping his team put that 6th round on the board. Supreme Gaming leads yet again. Round number 7 underway, folks. Hart putting down a flash, and that does indeed catch Skiller. Full flashed. Putting down some shots through that smoke. Just coming back towards Banana mid, and Dingster actually ends up taking one down. That is going to be Musical and Maya taking a quick little nap for the round, and now Skiller is left in a 1 versus 3, putting down some shots, unable to actually get anything going, and does indeed take the L right there. 1 round actually in favor of Ed, and Eddie as they get their first on the board. They do indeed trail, but this is good for them. They have some life that we can see, and hopefully bring some excitement to this round count. A little bit more at least. We had some nutty 1-taps to the face.
Grenade out.
Frag going down over here towards mid Banana, and a little bit of a dispersion with the util, and then now it seems as if they have chosen A as the side they're going to favor. Maya gets a 1-tap over here on Dingster, gets one. Unfortunately for Maya, not able to follow up with anything. Does actually get taken down, and then Dingster left right now. Or rather, Dingster takes the L as well, and 2 versus 1 versus Musical left in his little own world. Unfortunately for him, unable to get much going, as it seems as if it should have been a fairly easy frag, but does indeed opt to not get anything going there. Bomb defused. That means Ed, and Eddie get their 2nd round on the board, and teams have flipped, as you can see here, folks. Let's get it started as the pistol round, even though this is entirely of pistols. It starts right now, folks. All right, let's take a quick peek at the minimap as to where they're going. It might tell us. And a quick dispersion, as you see, 1, 2, 3 all over the map. No extremities left unchecked, and Musical might be able to tag one. Does actually get some information that they are going towards A, as they're long in control right now, putting on some shots, unable to actually get anything going, and that's seems to be the cue for Ed, and Eddie to actually rotate on over with the breach. Dingster putting down some shots. Bomb is down on B. Shots going down, and nothing much going. Actually, never mind, as I say that, trades 2 versus 2, and oh my goodness, as soon as the observer went to that player, he just got melted in the face. Skiller put in some shots. He does have some HP to work with, so this should be at least somewhat doable. He said he's just going to stick it in. Unfortunate for him, Tracho says, what are you doing, buddy? And gets taken down. All right, folks, round 10 underway on Bureau, map number 2. Incendiary going down. Let's take a look at Skiller as he's getting some info. Shoulder peeking, flashing long. Of course, the breach were able to spot that out, and they just backed up, waited him out. And oh my goodness, Skiller, you gotta work on your shoulder peeks or something there, because that you got ripped off of that. Maya catching 2 players rotating, maybe the 3rd as well, able to get 1. That's all Maya can get. Heart trading Maya out immediately. 1 versus 2. Musical pushing up towards their spawn right now, trying to get some frags, maybe switching for an MR96. Actually does not opt to switch for that, and B is where they're heading, I think. Maybe not. No, it seems to be A. Musical seems to have been able to discern that, so now bomb is going to be planted on the A bomb site. You have 1 player that's stretched over here towards spawn, just watching that cross. Server room over here, Heart versus Musical. Util being utilized right now. Heart trying to push up, and rather back up towards bomb site. Musical gets one. Now this is a 1v1. Tracho versus Musical. Incendiary cutting off that line. 1v1. Flash going down. Musical has to go big right now. Has to go absolutely massive. Smoke right there. Smoke Bandit. Musical pushing up. Tracho gets the frag, winning that crucial 1v1. Ed, and Eddie. 4 rounds to their name, trailing Supreme Gaming, but making this exciting and close as they inch closer to Supreme Gaming. More U2 going down over here towards B. Bomb is still towards their B long. Oh my goodness. Dinkster getting that drive-by MR96 tap to the dome on Musical. Through the smoke over here we can see, but they cannot see. Shooting through the smoke, that is, and Skiller takes a nap for the round, leaving Maya with 12 frags to their name in this 1v3 situation. Bomb is picked up and is actually on the way to their spawn. It seems as if they're rotating towards A. Maya might have actually been able to pick up on this and is just a little bit weary as to the bomb site, and they seem to be going towards A, and that's exactly what's going on. Maya unsure as to what's going on, looking at all directions, putting down some shots. Maya picks up one, making this very manageable. Incendiary not affecting Maya. 1v2. Bomb is down on the A site. Maya versus Hart and Tracho. Smoke going down once again. Trying to inch forward towards the bomb site. Might just try and grab a frag and then go for the defuse. Fully flashed out, it seems. Putting down some shots is Maya, and this is going to be extremely difficult, if not impossible. Basically has to be gifted this round, and Maya will get one. Unable to finish off the second one. Trying to maybe pick up another MR96. Yes, indeed, does do that, and not able to clutch up. Time was winding down. Tracho ends up getting that clutch round for his team. 6 rounds for Supreme Gaming, and Ed, and Eddie getting one more round for their team, and that is indeed their 5th round. Ever so close to that tied map, rather, score count. Bomb is still in spawn. But we do have a quick altercation that's going down over here towards B, and actually never mind. Incendiary going down, and Hart says time to back off and just take a quick breather. Looking to see if anybody is going to be going long, as we've seen a few times already. Skiller, and maybe I think somebody else has also been down long and just gotten deleted off of that area. Frag going down towards B. And Incendiary leaving Musical in an awkward position, not able to really do much other than just chill and not die. And rotation seems to be coming through right now, as we have Skiller watching this rotation off spawn. 3 people. He's going to be able to spot at least one in a second here. And will he get a frag? I'm not sure if he spotted more than maybe one, but he definitely calls that out. Now we have Maya over here off of that call out, unable to get anything headshot worthy or a kill, actually, as Tracho shoots Maya and gets Maya through the smoke in the dome, and Dingster as well. Skiller put down and out for the count. Musical able to get one. Trying to put down some shots on that second player, that is Hart rather, and smoking this. Tapping the ball might actually start to stick. It does indeed stick it. Almost. Oh my goodness, Dingster. Breach take that W. 6-6 round count right now, folks, as that ninja defuse. Oh my goodness, that was nuts. All right, folks. Skiller once again peeking over here, shoulder peeking, and is it going to be punished again, or is he going to be able to get out with his life and information? So far, information and life are both check and check, so we'll see in a moment if he's going to actually peek again. No, he seems to be wrapping towards site, and he's actually on B bomb site. Musical and Skiller on B, and then we have Maya server room right now towards A. Everyone's just taking a quick breath, making sure that they're not getting a little too excited, a little too fast-paced right now on this map of Bureau. Slow, methodical work right now from both teams, opting to go the safe route, it seems, with just over 50 seconds left in this 13th round. Util, smoke, everything under the sun being tossed onto B, but little do they know, it seems as if they're going to be hitting the vents. And Skiller and Tracho in a 1 versus 1. Tracho going for the hunt right now, but Skiller says, hey, I'm here, I'm standing my ground, and able to take him down. 1 versus 2 as Dingster is left in this situation versus Maya and Musical.
Smoke grenade coming up. I'm gonna blind him.
Flash is going down. 1 versus 2. He's about to get peeked. Dingster unable to flick over. Actually, never mind. As I said, that Dingster gets 2 incredible shots right there. Did not think that he was going to be able to dismantle both of those players right there, but indeed that was the case. Dingster getting those dinks onto the opposing teams. Ed and Eddie get their 7th round on the board. Supreme Gaming trailing now by 1. Skiller once again over here towards B long. Maya, Dingster towards Banana. Maya pushing up. This is going to be interesting because Dingster's right there and waiting for this. This is going to probably activate Skiller over here towards long, but it seems as if it doesn't matter because they're going to be grabbing the bomb, or I guess not grabbing the bomb. They just ran right over it. Hart doesn't have the bomb, and it might have been an oversight. That is indeed the case as he opts to go back and grab that bomb. But now with that said, I think they're a little undecided, and they seem to have not decided as to where they're going. And right now, grab the bomb. Slowly inching their way towards B. Skiller watching that cross is able to get 1. Hart pays the price for that slow crouch peek rather. Skiller getting 1, 2, and could he get that 3rd? Not quite. Still possible, but Maya on the hunt. Dingster about to have a world of pain, and Maya with a flick. Oh my goodness, Maya 15 and 9. With that nasty flick. That was an incredible round right there, folks. Teams at this point in time, this late in the game, they seem to be going a little bit on the slower side, slow and methodical, not opting to rush as much. The run and gun is not quite there. Of course, pistols not allowing for that too much, aside from the XD maybe. Smoke's going down over here towards A long. Dingster flashing, trying to push up, maybe 1. Maya gets smoked out and backed up to the A bomb site. This is going to be 1 versus 3. Maya able to get maybe 1 over here, unable to do so. Gets 1 player tagged, but does not matter because they are now down and out for the count. Bomb is going down on site. Never mind, opting to move to a little bit out of a better positioning right there. Hart 1v1 in this situation right now. Unfortunately for him, not able to get anything going. Doesn't matter. Actually, never mind. As I say that, Skiller does indeed opt to push through that smoke and ends up getting into a world of pain. 1 versus 3 musical, 8 frags to his name, 8 deaths as well. Is he able to get anything going over here? Unsure as to where the team, rather the players are, and it doesn't matter because he does end up taking the L right there, folks. Ed and Eddie putting yet another round on the board, 8 to their Supreme Gaming's 7. This is a close one, folks. Close one indeed. Go ahead and let us know who you think is going to take this win. Is it going to be Supreme Gaming or Triple E? Oh my goodness, Hart getting 2 right off the rip over there, and that's going to be Skiller and Musical. And of course, Skiller, my dude, I've been saying this. I don't know what you're doing long. You keep getting picked off more often than not. That's all I'll say. Maya, 1 versus 3. 15 frags right now for Maya. Oh my goodness. Of course, we can see through that smoke, but they cannot. These players are not able to do so. So, pushing up Maya. Maya's going to be able to maybe get a little... Oh my goodness, smokes all over the place. Maya not having the best of times. Honestly, at this point, if you're Maya, you try and get a frag and hope that everybody else lines up for you. That's the best you can hope for. Unfortunately, not able to do so. None of that going through. And everybody leaving. GG's. GG's indeed, folks. As well, we see over here Supreme taking that L. Ed and Eddie winning that map number 2. Who do you think, rather, who were you going for, and did your prediction end up being the case? As we have Ed and Eddie, Triple E, moving on to the grand finals, which we will be seeing tomorrow, Sunday, May 11th. Stay tuned, folks, for that matchup. But that being said, we do have another matchup that is going to be coming up soon as well. So go ahead, grab some G Fuel, use code Esports Mobile at checkout, Esports Mobile, for 30% off your order, rather for a discount on your order. And yeah, Esports Mobile, G Fuel. Go ahead, grab some shakers, grab some G Fuel, energy, whatever you need, whatever you want. Awesome flavors, awesome people. And yeah, with that being said, quick break as we get the second and final match of today underway. And with that being said, I do believe we can also do another giveaway. Go ahead, leave your CEOPS ID in the chat, and one of you lucky viewers will be chosen at random, and 5 cases will be going your way. Leave your CEOPS ID, and your luck may turn. 5 cases may be going towards you. 1 lucky winner, 5 cases. Leave your match or your critical ops ID in the chat, and 1 random winner will be chosen. With that being said, folks, stay tuned for our second matchup, which is coming up shortly. You don't want to miss that, of course. And just for those who are thinking of maybe sticking around or not sticking around, it's going to be YS versus Team Outlaws. So go ahead and get ready for that, folks. With that being said, leave your CEOPS ID. 5 cases may be going your way if you're chosen. 1 lucky winner. See you back in just a couple of minutes. Peace.
He's going to put the first frag on the board. He's looking for more, and they certainly need so, but this heaven position is so difficult to deal with Jake.
Yeah, it is. You want to try to smoke it out as much as possible. Of course, early, it's more difficult here in the earlier rounds with not as much cash to work. May is working it effectively. They're working their way up here. Invictus. May finding a 3K with the PT-50 in his hand. Jimmy made some noise, but ultimately getting dropped. And B is no longer the side of choice. A is where they are going. Shots are being fired right now. Richard is going to find Malik, but not before he's able to drop down Mr. Ramen there. Chicken or beef? I don't know.
Bomb has been planted. Bomb
Yeah, I mean, no mercy. Again, just walking on the side. No problem cracking open the bomb side. Problem defending it. Same for Invictus. Seems like it's just too T-sided at this point. And when the T's turn into the T's, they push in, they flash in, they overwhelm. Naxera with beautiful there. So their locations are known as well. This just has to be the raw aim again for No Mercy to shut this one down. But so far it has been there. But Jimmy and Valley with the frags. Akira and Sultan with the double side. And clock is ticking away. So how do you get past 3 players there? It's going to be so difficult. As soon as you swing, there's 3 on the other side, so they can't even push through from tunnels. Meanwhile, Long is arriving. Exist gets 1. Sultan, Raymond, Valley, Malik with the frags going all the ways. 2v3 now, but I don't think there's enough time, Jake. Even with Exist getting the frag, they have to defuse immediately. And oh, Jimmy gets another one to defuse.
Ooh. Invictus with the 2K. May gonna put down Malik before he can do more damage to his team. Comes up with 2, looking for the 3rd. He's able to find it. And Fire's not deceiving me. He's got enough time to defuse. It's gonna be close, but he's got it.
Bomb has been defused.
What a play. 9 to...
Has to be No Mercy completing the retake, or we go bye-bye. We finish things off. There's gonna be Sultan Ramen to get the frag, but time is starting to tick a little bit low. TikTok, you gotta make your move. Malik with the double, Naxera with the frag leaves Malik in the 1v3, and this seems rather impossible. It will be a bit of a unicorn round, a 5v5 retake in which Jimmy is gonna put the first frag on the board. He's looking for more, and they certainly need so, but this heaven position is so difficult to deal with, Jake.
Yeah, it is. You want to try to smoke it out as much as possible. Of course, early, it's more difficult here in the earlier rounds with not as much cash to work. May is working it effectively. They're working their way up here. Invictus. May finding a 3K with the PT-50 in his hand. Jimmy made some noise, but ultimately getting dropped. And B is no longer the side of choice. A is where they are going. Shots are being fired right now. Richard is going to find Malik, but not before he's able to drop down Mr. Ramen there. Chicken or beef? I don't know.
Been planted.
Yeah, I mean, no mercy. Again, just walking on the side. No problem cracking open the bomb side. Problem defending it. Same for Invictus. Seems like it's just too T-sided at this point. And when the T's turn into the T's, they push in, they flash in, they overwhelm. Naxera with beautiful there. So their locations are known as well. This just has to be the raw aim again for No Mercy to shut this one down. But so far it has been there. But Jimmy and Valley with the frags. Akira and Sultan with the double side. And clock is ticking away. So how do you get past 3 players there? It's going to be so difficult. As soon as you swing, there's 3 on the other side, so they can't even push through from tunnels. Meanwhile, Long is arriving. Exist gets 1. Sultan, Raymond, Valley, Malik with the frags going all the ways. 2v3 now, but I don't think there's enough time, Jake. Even with Exist getting the frag, they have to defuse immediately. And oh, Jimmy gets another one to defuse.
Ooh. Invictus with the 2K. May gonna put down Malik before he can do more damage to his team. Comes up with 2, looking for the 3rd. He's able to find it. And Fire's not deceiving me. He's got enough time to defuse. It's gonna be close, but he's got it.
Bomb has been defused.
What a play. 9 to...
Has to be No Mercy completing the retake, or we go bye-bye. We finish things off. There's gonna be Sultan Ramen to get the frag, but time is starting to tick a little bit low. TikTok, you gotta make your move. Malik with the double, Naxera with the frag leaves Malik in the 1v3, and this seems rather impossible.
Peeking mid, see if we can find anybody on the cross. Ooh, he's able to find Valley. You know, he's just sitting there like, what the heck? Richard comes out, some nice information gathered from that.
Having the information works out in the favor. He's still gonna go for the peak. Oh my goodness, Exist. I thought the player Exist hit the shot. I love the split screen. 2 ops, you know, who causes more towards B. And the smoke is good. Exist, though, given a free shot, and that one he misses. The second is good. So Invictus now at a player disadvantage at Exist. Just the hard shots are simple for him, Jake. It's the easy ones that he missed first. But I think he spots the information there, so it's given over, and now a chance to hit the shot off under your tally. And you're going to know how to close games out. And Jimmy actually wouldn't, but if I really had to, then Rain would be the direction I'm going. But that's also just, you know, off of very little information recently how they played. Well, look at that, the bomb site has been cracked open by Rain. They make a nice approach here. They go towards B. They unfortunately do lose 2 players, but it's like, well, everyone has rotated. Why not just plant the bomb? And 3 players spotted towards CT. My line will have quite the information here. Shadow is going to get the frag. They're still looking to take it. Faultless with another frag. My line comes in as well, and this is what we know and love.
Managing that economy. Ooh, soften them up, man. Oh, just absolutely deleted. Control Z back to spawn. It's a keep it simple, stupid sometimes. Frick's coming around the corner, hits the first shot. Shadow there to reinforce. Oh man, it is just a sea of yellow right there. Crux and Sadak in there.
Now the whole game has been going just raw aggression from Rain, and they have the star power Jake here to punish. Fallen Knight gets the first. This is just pistols, and down they will go. Everyone gets a flag. Yeah, it's been the show, the faultless show. Excuse me, the shadow show, but you know, the rest of the team perhaps can show up. It will be a flag from my line. Yeah, possible they just need one more rifle round really to get to 12-12 here, Jake.
Yeah, Rain. Oh my gosh.
All right, Sadak metaphorically and on the server, they push towards Vans. It's Yuria on the other side. GTA gets the frag. Fallen Knight takes down Yuria. And Donnelly gets another. The backstab from Sadak, not good for a kill, unfortunately. It's a 2v4, and Crux and GTA, they've clutched out a 2v4 before. We'll see if they can do it again. Nice down.
He's probably gonna work in that A server side. He is indeed. So he's Fallen Knight in a jump shot coming and drops him down. Going for the second. He's not able to find it. He's coming back. Oh man, he is barely missing. Flashbang going out. And GTA finding Faultless now. Bomb is just hanging out inside a banana. Crux in a tough spot. My line.
Back open. GTA is just going to spray down Donnelly and Faultless again. So this time his aggression pays off. Shadow with the frag on Yepa. GTA. Oh my goodness. No way. The 4-piece ace unfortunately denied. But that is a clip of the game.
Tired and frustrated. GTA still staying strong. They'll find the headshot on top of Donnelly. Faultless working strong. It's Shadow also there. Doubles up this man. If he gets a kill, he's almost guaranteed 2 or 3 more. There's Faultless.
No my line for Rain. And no Jimmy for Invictus. So those are the 2 changes to the actual lineup with both stand-ins playing. Both rotation players originally. It's going to make some interesting work come out. And Rain, Fulgrim picks up an M4. And this might be where things start falling apart. Good shot though from Faultless Collected. Finds Noxic. Aggression from Fallen Knight will be rewarded. Oh, they're getting everything. What a spray down there from Faultless.
Faultless turns almost at the perfect timing actually, able to come back and find the 2-piece as they push out there. And Team Rain, it's a sea of blue nade coming in, goes right behind him. He's gonna push out, trying to do some damage, able to find one, tries to double up a little while longer. Ooh, Valley finding 2, Vulcan with the 3rd. Shadow getting in there, but it's a sea of yellow in the kill feed. Nexair trying to catch him off guard. It's not gonna happen. Noxic's out. Vulcan and Valley, the last players alive. It's slowly taken down. They're not able to do this. They have to move in here. I don't know if they have enough time. It's gonna be close. Oh my gosh, it's close.
Go for a Hail Mary play through the smoke. Doesn't find it. Furman on the side, holding on. Peter Vindy out, or XD Outbrand is trying to spray. Oh, Fulgrim. Triple kill made. Holding down as Fulgrim goes for 4. 3 now in round number 15. Only 17 seconds left. Rain, plenty bomb. Vulgrim comes in, finds one. Can't deny the plant. Fricks, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Oh my gosh, the 3K with the AUG. I think Donnelly, Fallen Knight, and Fricks to clean things up. A flash. 2 flashes actually to create some space. Both of them inside each other here. At McLaren, Jet for a double. Donnelly gets it. That might be the opening. Oh, Fulgrim though joining the party. One is right next to him. Donnelly was waiting at McLaren. Knows where Noxic is. A clutch is required, but Noxic finds it.
We'll make that 2 now as Valley finds Shadow. Oh my gosh, he gets to 3.
It should be the kill. Oh no, the fate of the smoke doesn't work in his favor. Noxic allowed to win out the fight. And on the side, Melik position.
Looking at the minimap right now, really spread out here on the Invictus side. Valley might get lucky. Oh my gosh, do you see this? There's no way. The trigger discipline. He's taking his time. He finds 1, 2, tries to get the 3rd. Fricks is gonna prevent it, but he.
Double smoke, flash out. Fallen Knight clearing sight. Will be tapped away. Noxic can finish. A bit of attack there for Melik. Knowing Melik know where he was. 4 peeking from Rain though. To trying to hold on tight. Great shot from Jimmy. Coming in from the coalition spawn. 2 kills for Jimmy. 3 kills coming out, or at least damage.
Hanging out over here towards the B site. Looking like gonna push in. Vulgrim getting aggressive. Gonna find 1. No, it's Stizzix actually in there. There's Jimmy finding 2. Fallen Knight quick to drop him. No more damage will be done by him. Faultless caught with a flashbang out, able to drop it on Valley, but not before he took his life. Invictus looking to take round number 2 here, but Shadow not going to let it go easily. Ball Knight gets shot in the back by Malik, and there.
Valley comes together with Jimmy from the long side gravel. Pushed, of course, Vulcan falling. Now the long flank Lutzer come in. Jimmy needs 2 more. Kill found. Knows where the other one is. Tries to break him down.
Oh my God.
Shadow is a dead man. Is there time though for the defuse? Jimmy runs for his life. His life depends on it, and he will be standing tall. The round goes to Invictus.
Down. Bomb is about to cross. Faultless is up top in heaven. Smoke comes in. Faultless jumps down, and oh no. Invictus might just let this go. They're in a pretty comfortable spot. Volgrit find his Dizix. Faultless with a quick trade.
All right, folks. Teams are almost ready to rumble, of course, for the Pistol Tournament match number 2 semifinals. With that being said, quick winner giveaway update. Congratulations to Rip Among Us US V2. And then, congratulations. He had a bunch of numbers there too, but congratulations, Rip Among Us V2. Congratulations, 5 cases will be headed your way. Thank you very much for tuning in and participating in this giveaway. More giveaways as well to come this weekend, so stay tuned for those. And of course, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning into Critical Ops Esports. And let your friends or your family, maybe they want to see, maybe they want to even participate in future tournaments. Stay tuned for those as well, folks. So we'll be getting in this matchup very, very shortly. And let's get on over to the teams that we're going to be having right now. And of course, I'm not putting those there. Unfortunately, they seem to have uploaded an incorrect image, so I'm not going to be showing that. But we have Wives versus Outlaws today, folks. We also have the supporter knife, or rather bundle, as you can see here. It is now in the shop. Go ahead and pick that up. Support esports. And of course, as you can see here, it is in action. Big shout out to Adject for grabbing these. Look at that. Nice, clean. Go ahead and pick it up in the shop right now, folks. Esports supporter bundle. It is live. Show your appreciation and your support and get some awesome things in return. Of course, folks, those awesome things are the Candido gloves, as you can see there. 1,000 credits and 2 Ghost Strike cases. So a lot of people in the community were asking for white sleeves, which is reminiscent of the classic Nomad Agent that was given as a reward to half the participants of the community milestone event earlier. And these are that. With each purchase, of course, you also support esports. So it is an awesome thing if you're into esports and you like some skins, you like some credits, and you like some cases. Go ahead, grab that in the shop. All right, folks, match is underway in just a short while here. With that being said, let us know who you think is going to take this W in the chat. Go ahead and let us know. Is it going to be YES or is it going to be Team Outlaws? And by which score count? Of course, pistol 3v3 only. We have Argon, Minji, Vape, and Max, Stylers, and Brax for their teams, respectively. That will be the starting lineup, folks, as we are going to be taking this match online in just a short amount of time, folks. How y'all doing today? I see y'all in the chat. Hello. Take a quick peek at that bracket. I'll leave it up there so you guys can kind of see what was going on earlier as well. How we got to where we are for this semi-finals. And as you can see, bracket has also been updated. Grand finals, Ed, and Eddie will be somehow, some way versus Outlaws or Why Yes. It was an interesting back and forth for the first and second map, and as you can see there, grand finals. All right, folks, I'm getting confirmation over here that we should be good to go in literally just a moment here, folks. So thank you for your patience. We really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, folks, as I say that, match number 1, Why Yes versus Outlaws, underway. Why Yes will start off on the knife side right now. Rather, this is the knife round. There we go. All right, so map number 1, giving a quick restart, and then we can start that. Brax grabbing the MR96. Seems as if the breach will be consisting of Why Yes, and the coalition will consist of Outlaws. We're going to start off over here on raid. This is going towards bottom mid, the pipes down towards A, it seems, and we have one player that's going to be Brax that's just chilling and spawn watching that cross, but little does he know everyone's already on site. He sees 1, he sees 2, putting some shots down rather, and unable to actually connect with anything, and bomb is actually down on the A bomb site. This is going to be a full bomb site retake. Shots going down over here towards Tons. Nothing connecting, just some warning shots, making sure that nothing's too easy for them. Oh my goodness. Through the wall or the crate there. This is now a 1 versus 3, and Minji, oh my goodness gracious me. Stylers and crew. Max getting that first round on the board for Outlaws. All right, folks. Util going down over towards B. B long. Little bit of a gunfight going on. Actually, never mind. It's not even a gunfight. It's just some shots going down. Vape and crew saying, "Hey, let's go back B over here. We're gonna go long, try and maybe work our way into bomb site, force it." As we have only one player there, and that's 1 versus 3. Max left all to his lonesome. We have one person that's actually rotating over here towards the back, and that's going to be Stylers. Going to be able to pinch him. But that's more shots to nothing connecting. Oh my goodness, Argon taking him down with a knife, and now Argon is left all alone in this 1 versus 2 in the smoke. What can he do? Trying to just stab, and not die really quick. Unfortunate for him, unable to do so. Does indeed take the L. Stylers putting his team up 2-0. Round number 3 starting here in just a moment, folks. All right, heading up long, B long rather. Oh, I guess we're going top. We're going heaven. Incendiary getting popped up there, so they're not able to push up as quickly as they might have liked. Max just watching the back over here, or the entrance rather, for Tons. And they're about to activate, burst on the site maybe, and that is indeed the case, but they're not actually on the site. They're just putting down some shots and seemingly not doing much. As I say that, they're actually down on the site now planning. That is going to be an interesting decision as there is a smoke there, and there's one person that's going to be going up top. and putting down some util. Incendiary cutting off Max, not able to get up there. Smoke now up top as well. A lot of util being utilized right now. 3 versus 2. 3, actually 2 versus 2 as I say that. And Max and Brax. 1 versus 1 and Brax gets the 1. Max gets the 2. And with that being said, Outlaws gets the 3.
Defused.
Round number 4 underway here, folks. Let's see if Max can get any picks.
Tossing incendiary.
3 people going towards heaven. Max tossing an incendiary up there, just slowing Minji and crew dead in their tracks up top B. An incendiary doesn't last quite long enough though, and allows them to sneak up and possibly jump on a site once again. That being said, Max has a nice position for this. He has a good angle, not exposing himself very much to the initial gunfight. And look at that, that is going to be a perfect shot. Unfortunately for him, doesn't actually connect with anything. He had that hook, line, and sinker, unfortunately unable to actually reel that frag in. Putting down some shots, that is Minji and Max both missing. Seems to be a stab situation. Unfortunately not able to do so, but does get a okay through the smoke, through the wall. What is this, Brax? You're doing it all. Oh my goodness, bombs being defused, and Brax can't do everything as much as he would have liked to have done.
I'm defusing the bomb.
He did stop the defuse though. Interesting.
Bomb has been defused.
Wow. Just like that, 4 rounds to Outlaw's name. Why, yes, having a tough time right now. Tough rounds too. Rushing onto the A-bomb site, holding their joystick up on the glass. Don't stop, don't stop. Rush A. Bombs down. And pistol shots with the dualies going down towards A through the smoke. Not connecting with anything, just some warning shots, just some pepper here and there. Oh my goodness, okay, Minji able to connect with some shots over here, but it doesn't seem as if he's going to be able to get much going down in terms of frags. Incendiary just cutting the line right there. They can't push very well. A lot of gunfights going on in the bomb site. 2 versus 2, 1 versus 3 as I say that. Max getting 2. Actually, never mind. Max gets 1 and Argon gets Max immediately after. Just stabs him to death. Why, yes, putting their first round on the board right there. Interesting logo as well. Couple players going towards B. Most of them are actually going towards B. Shots going down. Stylers picks up 1. Argon takes down Stylers though as he gets that immediate frag, that trade. 2 versus 2 situation right now. Bomb seeming as if they're trying to go boil over here. That's indeed the case. Might rotate towards mid, then towards A. And you have Max and Brax just chilling in B tons, upper B tons, not doing too much as they have not. Well, as I say that, Brax may have actually activated and realized that they might just be going towards the other bomb site. With that being said, this is a slow and methodical rotation if I've ever seen one. If they ever do end up rotating, that is. They don't. I mean, I think they just don't know what's going on right now. They're in their own world and hoping that it works out. That being said, Who is that? Argon? 4 HP. So that might be a limiting factor for him and his team at the moment, as we have Brax watching this cross from his spawn. He's about to get in an altercation here. Should pick up at least one. That is Argon. Never mind, as I say that. Minji able to soak up some of that right there. Somehow only hit for 8 HP, which is interesting. Because there's no way Argon got hit. Argon got hit 2 HP. That is insane. That's a total of, what is that, 10 HP total between those dualies? Talk about pea shooters if I've ever seen. Marshmallows all over the place. And Argon 2 HP and a dream gets second round right there on the board for his team. Minji helping him out quite a bit as well. Brax, only one on the A bomb site. Couple players towards mid. Bomb included in that mix. They're 1 and 2, Stylers and Max, seeming as if they're trying to maybe go back towards their spawn and see if they can see anything mid. Spot a rotation, spot something to give them information. Right now, both teams are information starved. No information for them, but as I say that, one altercation was a moment, a hair away from ensuing. Unfortunately for us, nothing happened right there, and now we are seeing the fruits of that, which is an even slower and more methodical push with 47 seconds left in this 7th round. We have 2 players over here heading up towards heaven with util rather, and dualies at hand. Argon ready for this.
Tossing incendiary. Incendiary out.
Smoke's going down, incendiary going down as well. Minji opts to still plant, and that is indeed a safe plan because the smoke is down, bomb is down. Max looking over Minji here, trying to see if able to see anything. Of course, we can see through the smoke. They cannot. And 2 versus 2, bomb going down, rather getting defused, and it doesn't matter because Argon and Vape taking down Max and Brax, the dually X's right there. 4-3 right now in favor of Outlaws, but why? Yes, slowly and steadily seeming to mount a comeback. Another quick note. It is 25% body damage. That is the reason as to why it was so low for those body damages earlier. Body shots, rather.
Throwing a smoke grenade.
Max. Minji. Max absolutely deletes Minji from that corner. Pitching a tent sometimes works. In this case, it did not. Hashtag DN tactics. Alright, Stylers and Argon in this altercation. Vape as well. Vape gets 1, making this a 1 versus 2. Still very, very difficult for Vape. That being said, they are giving Vape the respect that he deserves and backing off. And as I say that, Brax peeks and says, hey, lights out for you. Teams have been flipped. Why, yes, and Outlaws switching these 2 sides. Full roster for each team right now, hitting up this long, and oh my goodness, altercation is going to be ensuing right now, and Frag's going left, down, right, and center. Minji actually picking up 2, and this is going to be an interesting round because Stylers has an MR86 and he's about to get rushed, I'm assuming, over here towards the stairs. As I say that, maybe not. They're holding their ground, getting some information as Vape does actually spot Stylers up top over here, and that's all. Nothing else. Not giving them anything. Vape really, really low right there, HP wise. Argon not full HP either, 40. So Minji is really the only one that has anything going in terms of HP. That being said, I think Minji also got a 2-piece earlier. Oh my goodness, Styler's trying to reload that one bullet. Does reload and then cancels it immediately as he puts down some shots. This is now 51 seconds left in this 9th round. And unless YS decides to line up and basically gift Stylers a frag or two here or just a round, this is essentially a clean shut round for the side of YS. Putting down some shots as Stylers says, hey, actually, I do have to get on the bomb site. Putting down some more shots. Minji, if he takes down Minji, that should be a fairly easy round for him, even if the numbers don't say so. And they're chasing him. They're chasing. Stylers gets 1. Stylers gets 2. And as I said, the only way Stylers picks this up is if he gets gifted. And oh my goodness, Argon and crew just sold. That is insane. Stylers saying, hey, what are y'all doing? One at a time? Sure, I'll take these 1v1s any day of the week. Clutching up for his team. Outlaws, 6 rounds on the board. Oh my goodness. He seems to be the bomb side of choice yet again. That is Brax hitting up heaven. It seems as if he might just push it all together. Never mind, as I say that, he does shoulder peek it and says, hey, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna go right now.
Incendiary out.
Opts for the quick plant in the cover of the smoke. Incendiary cutting off that upper ton so they can't get onto the bomb site. 3 versus 3, so full team retake. Smoking the bomb yet again. It seems as if that is exactly what they're going for. Trying to play it so that they have to push the smoke and are in danger of being knifed or spammed through it or the defuse. Stylers and crew, more smokes going down. Oh my goodness gracious me, knife going in. Not sure what happened there. Vape gets taken down and Brax does end up using the butterfly knife right there to take down Minji with a nice little slash snip to the body. 7 rounds in favor of Outlaws. Shots being put down towards mid. Minji might, never mind, I was going to say, might push up towards mid again a little bit and try and get a little fruity here. Brax, here's some players on site. Might get lucky with this one player. Actually, never mind, does not. Peeks in, I guess he just didn't hear the jump, the cross. But either way, that was scary if you're Brax. Rotation, full rotation actually coming in, and we might actually get an altercation here. Brax versus Minji in this lower ton area. Minji just chilling, peeking, and doesn't get anything going. Does actually take a few more shots. This is now 1 versus 2. Brax has to get out of there. If he doesn't, he's going to take the L for sure. Does indeed do that. Gets out with his life. Bomb going down on the A bomb site. This is going to be a full B, or rather A site retake from lower tons over here. And wow, Minji comes out flying with that headshot. MR96. 2 versus 3 bomb site. And now as I say that, Brax is left all alone over here and unable to clutch up as Minji and crew looking too strong on that A site retake. Put 4 rounds in their name. Still trailing, but inching closer to that 7th round tying point. These two teams have been absolutely phenomenal when it comes to their util work. All they're doing is using their util.
Bomb has been planted.
Incendiary going down, lower tons. Bomb is down as well. We got one flank right now. I don't think they're going to see it. They're not going to see it. That being said, doesn't matter. They're too slow on it. Brax immediately turns around and says, hey, what's going on over here? I see something going on. We got a pinch going on. 2 on the flank, 1 lower tons. Anything going down right now? That is indeed the question. Nothing so far. Frag's going down actually right now. Max takes down Argon. Trade immediately right there. 2 versus 2. Smoke. Flash. Incendiary, snip, snip, snap, snap, everything under the sun, and it doesn't matter because the bomb explodes. Oh my goodness gracious me. Everyone dies on the site.
Tossing flashbang.
Bomb going down towards B. Everyone towards B, actually. That's including the Breach and Coalition inclusively. Minji
Tossing frag.
putting down some shots. Argon actually ends up getting a frag kill right there. Interesting frag kill. Styler's not quite sure what happened there. Vape tried to push out with his knife. What is he doing? And then he said Max is, oh my goodness gracious me. Knife duel and then psych. Actually, I changed my mind. I want to use my pistol. This is the pistol tournament. That is exactly what I'm going to be doing. And then now we are left in a 1 versus 2. Stylers versus Vape and Minji. Minji somehow, for whatever reason, was looking up and Vape said, hey, I'm going to kill you through that smoke to the dome right there. And now it's a 1 versus 1. Minji versus Stylers. Raid round 11. 38 seconds left in this round. Who is going to clutch up? Let's take a look. Everyone walking. Altercation in just a moment here. And Minji says, hey, what are you looking at me for? You're dead. Stylers taking the ultimate room temperature challenge. Wives puts up yet another point. 5 points for them on the board right now. Outlaws still leading 8 points to their name. Round 14 underway, folks. Seems to be as if both teams are on the polar opposite of each other, as B is site where the Coalition are taking control of, and then Breach are on the other side, A. Quick plant should be coming down in a second here. As I say that... Okay, never mind. I just looked at the wrong player. Bomb is down. Frags, util, everything left, right, and center going down towards lower tons. We have this player over here, Minji. Might get a frag, but also get timing. Oh my goodness, critical ops timing at its finest, folks. Minji putting down some shots, still trying to get that frag over there, and does indeed find one. That is Maxo falling to Argon's hands, and Minji with this gunfight of like a century seemingly. We're going to go over here and switch over to Braxton. Stylers says, hey, that's enough of that. I'm just gonna use my knife and snip, snip, snap, snap. Stylers through the smoke as Vape tried to ninja defuse, and it does not matter because, hey, GG's. Outlaws taking that map number 1 raid 9 rounds to 5 over Y. Yes. Well done indeed, folks.
The breach
GG's in the chat. Map number 1 goes in favor of Team Outlaws 9-5. All right, folks. With that being said, we do appreciate you tuning in. Quick break, and then we should be ready to rumble once again. And stay tuned. More giveaways coming up.
No byline for Rain. And no Jimmy for Invictus. So those are the 2 changes to the actual lineup with both stand-ins playing. Both rotation players originally. It's going to make some interesting work come out, and Ray Fulgrim picks up an M4, and this might be where things start falling apart. Good shot though from Faultless collected. Finds Noxic. Aggression from Fallen Knight will be rewarded. Oh, they're getting everything. What a spray down there from Faultless.
Faultless turns almost at the perfect timing, actually. Able to come back and find the two-piece as they push out there. And Team Rain, it's a sea of blue aid coming in. Goes right behind him. He's gonna push out, trying to do some damage. Able to find one, tries to double up. A little while longer. Ooh, Valley finding two. Vulcan with the third. Shadow getting in there, but it's a sea of yellow in the kill feed. Naxera trying to catch him off guard. It's not gonna happen. Noxic's out. Vulcan and Valley, the last players alive. It's slowly taken down. They're not able to do this. They have to move in here. I don't know if they have enough time. It's gonna be close. Oh my gosh, it's close.
Go for a Hail Mary play through the smoke. Doesn't find it. Furman on the side, holding on. Peter Vidi out, or XD Outbound is trying to spray. Oh, Fulgrim. Triple kill made. Holding down as Fulgrim goes for 4.
3 now in round number 15. Only 17 seconds left. Rain, plenty bomb. Vulcan comes in, finds one. Can't deny the plant. Fricks, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Oh my gosh, the 3K with the AUG.
I think Donnelly, Fallen Knight, and Fricks to clean things up. A flash. 2 flashes actually to create some space. Both of them inside each other here. At McLaren, Jet for a double. Donnelly gets it. That might be the opening. Oh, Fulgrim though joining the party. One is right next to him. Donnelly was waiting at McLaren. Knows where Noxic is. A clutch is required, but Noxic finds it.
We'll make that 2 now as Valley finds Shadow. Oh my gosh, he gets to 3.
This should be the kill. Oh no, the fate of the smoke doesn't work in his favor. Noxic allowed to win out the fight. And on the side, Melik position.
Looking at the minimap right now, really spread out here on the Invictus side. Valley might get lucky. Oh my gosh, do you see this? There's no way. The trigger discipline. He's taking his time. He finds 1, 2, tries to get the third. Frick's gonna prevent it, but he...
Double smoke, flash out. Fallen Knight clearing sight. Will be tapped away. Noxic can finish. A bit of attack there for Melik. Knowing Melik know where he was. 4 peeking from Rain though. So trying to hold on tight. Great shot from Jimmy. Coming in from the coalition spawn. 2 kills for Jimmy. 3 kills coming out, or at least damage.
Hanging out over here towards the B site. Looking like gonna push in. Vulcan getting aggressive. Gonna find 1. No, it's Stizzix actually in there. There's Jimmy finding 2. Fallen Knight quick to drop him. No more damage will be done by him. Faultless caught with a flashbang out, able to drop it on Valley, but not before he took his life. Invictus looking to take round number 2 here, but Shadow not going to let it go easily. Fall Knight gets shot in the back by Malik, and there.
Valley comes together with Jimmy from the long side gravel. Pushed, of course, Fulgrim falling. Now the long flank looks to come in. Jimmy needs 2 more. Kill found. Knows where the other one is. Tries to break him down. Oh, Shadow is a dead man. It's that time, though, for the defuse. Jimmy runs for his life. His life depends on it, and he will be standing tall. The round goes to Invictus.
Down. Bomb is about to cross. Faultless is up top in heaven. Smoke comes in. Faultless jumps down, and oh no. Invictus might just let this go. They're in a pretty comfortable spot. Vulgrim finds Stizzix. Faultless with a quick trade. And there's not much time. They need to move.
Oh.
Clean it up. Oh, it's going to be close.
Again.
Oh, they don't have it. No way. Yep.
Retakes on. They find it. No way. Round here from Invictus potentially coming out. Vulgrim up close. Will catch Shadow with his knife out. But his man's down. Tries to get it. The kill won't be found just yet. Vulgrim is a dead man walking. Noxic might die as well as the swing comes out from the coalition side. A rough hold still though, as it's all down to Malik.
Stizzix and a Malik here. Bomb planted. Stizzix jumping out. That was a bad spot to land at. Could have cost him his life.
Oh no.
I think
where Donnelly is playing an off angle. This swing must be crucial. Valley can't get it. The pre-fire was Gates. She has a chance at this. Finds Donnelly. Now Shadow to find the smoke, the flash. Shadow runs in. Noxic gaining his vision back. Shadow goes for the stick. Oh, he fakes it out in time. And there is enough time. He barely gets it. Rain. Go to actually be on an eco. All that space that they found, all that comeback might all go to the wayside. Good double kill though for Donley to open up. Fallen Knight controls the pace even further as Vulgrant is fully white, trying desperately to hold on. Let him cross. Faultless found. Fallen Knight drops. Oh, 2 players. They've both been seen. Oh, Valley. North America instead of the number 1 would be great, but Ray has a saying.
That was mean. That was clean. Still, Rain. Need to drop 3 more players. Jimmy's able to find 1. Malik in there. Double.
They're running. Donley will be hurt. The swing for Malik is great. That's 1 fighting Shadow. But for the clutch. Fulgrid in the corner. Malik swinging. Fulgrid with him. Invictus does it.
Flash everyone. Creed's coming around from the side, but they've already got the bomb planted. Shadow picks up 1, so the site is open basically. And now they have to re-enter. Creed, Annoy, Rise. Oh, Creed. There he is. He's gonna flash everyone. Creed's coming around from the side, but they've already got the bomb planted. Shadow picks up 1, so the site is open basically. And now they have to re-enter. Creed, Annoy, Rise. Oh, Creed.
Seconds to work with here. They need to go. Time is running out. Faultless finds Strike. Creed gonna even the body count board up. Oh, just comes out swinging, finds 3. Only gonna get knocked out, but the damage has been done. It's absolutely insanity right now. And eyes on anything. My line's positioned himself, looking for a meal. The waiter tells him to go home. It's Annoy.
All right, you know what time it is. Once again, folks, giveaway time. Go ahead and drop your Critical Ops ID in the chat, and one of you will be chosen at random. 5 cases headed your way. Go ahead, drop your Critical Ops ID in the chat below, and 5 cases will be headed your way if you are chosen as the random lucky winner. Go ahead, and yeah, teams should be ready momentarily, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. If you want to show your support in other ways, such as in-game, and get some awesome stuff, go ahead, take a look at the supporter bundle in the shop now, folks. Of course, Candido gloves, 1,000 credits, 2 go straight cases. Go ahead, grab that now in the shop if you do indeed support esports. A portion of the purchase also supports esports. And yeah, like I said, grab it in the shop if you want to take a quick peek. Here you go. You can see it. Match should be ready momentarily. All right, folks, with that being said, it's that time. That time is map number 2, Canals. Let's head on over to map number 2, Canals. We have YS versus Outlaws. Go, go, go. Shots going down. We have Argon and crew over here towards the A bomb site. It seems as if that is everything that's going on right now. Nothing else other than the bomb plant. Some movement, of course. Other than that, it's just some shots. 3 players on the bomb site, and then 2 going to be overtaking. Brax tries to put them some shots, unable to get anything actually going. 2 versus 2. Trey is going down. Time is counting down as well, ticking. Rather, when I said 2 versus 2, it's actually now it's a 2 versus 2. Oh my goodness gracious me, I can't count. 6. Argon and excuse me, Stylers. What was that? That was nasty.
Bomb has been defused.
Outlaws putting their first point on the board. Brax spotting some players over here towards mid. Lower mid, that is where the bomb is headed now. I say that. Stylers picks Argon apart with that headshot, and I'm not sure if he sees that, but Vape is so close to that headshot. And it doesn't matter because Max says, hey, Vape, you're going to be left in a 1 versus 3, and I'm going to be pushing up over here. That's Brax. And it should be... Okay. Never mind. I was going to say Brax, but Max said, hey, I'm going to push it to the limit over here and get that frag. 2 rounds in favor of Outlaws. Why, yes, still trailing 0.
Planting bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
Smoke out. Tossing frag.
Bomb down. 2 versus 3. This retake's gonna be incredibly difficult. Yuto going down for us. Shots are going down too, as Stylers actually ends up picking up 1. Getting a wallbang as well. 2 versus 2. Someone's getting stabbed. Oh my goodness gracious me. Minji left in this 1 versus 2. Is Minji able to do anything? 4 bullets left in the chamber. 3, 2, 1. Gets 1. He's gonna have to... He's going for the knife. He's going for the knife. Minji clutching up when it counted. Getting their first round on the board for YES. Minji going huge right there. Max ready for this lineup. Opting to back off instead, and this is a full ace site rush it seems, except for connector, or rather elbow, as incendiaries are everywhere. Oh my goodness, Minji doing 360s left, right, and center, unable to get anything going. Argon takes down 1. That is Brax taking out 2 of his teammates though, and Argon left in this 1 versus 1. Oh my goodness, Argon versus Max. Who's gonna take this W? Argon, Max. Shots going down, frags going down as well, and nothing in terms of kills as I say that. Max clutching up and clutching up their 3rd round as well. 3-1 in favor of Outlaws. A is the bomb site of choice yet again. 1 player is the only one left on site. That's Max. Any hope of holding them off is basically gone. There you go. Max not able to do much. Bombs down. 2 players towards mid. That's going to be Brax and Stylers putting down some shots, trying to put some pressure on both sides. Max putting down some shots through the truck, not really connecting with anything. Max, Brax, Minji getting taken down. And this is going to be probably a knife battle, as it seems that's exactly what's going on. Snip, snip, snap, snap. And we have Stylers. Oh my goodness. Argon, the knife bloodbath right there. That's incredible. Only use me blade. That's nuts. Everyone running out of ammo and saying, hey, you know what? I'm just going to stab. YES putting their 2nd round on the board. Bomb is going towards A, in addition to 1 teammate, and then Argon trying to maybe feel out, bait out a rotation towards B, but that doesn't really work when you have both players on the site, on the opposite site, and then you have 1. Oh my goodness, Argon turning around. Is Argon going to be able to get the turn and burn? Oh my goodness, what is this meta? Dude just naded and incendiary naded as well. Oh my goodness, frag and incendiary combo is deadly. What is he pre-aiming? I'm confused. What is he pre-aiming? So you know where you went. Anyway, Argon's the guy playing. He knows what's up. 1 versus 3 Stylers. Argon says, hey, you know what? Caster, let me play. All right, dude, I'll let you play. Three apiece right now, folks. Should be a relatively safe entry towards elbow. As I say that, it doesn't matter because Brax said, hey, what are you doing? Minji putting down some shots towards mid. Cleared out. That is the B bomb site. Bomb is down in just a moment here, and rotation should commence any second, and that is indeed the case. One should be coming through the top half of the map, and that is going to be Brax versus Minji, and then one at the back over here towards the coalition spawn. Flash. Stylers, Vape doesn't matter. He's flash. Dooley's still getting that frag, still getting that work, and oh my goodness gracious me, Brax levels Minji right there. Minji, Vape going through the ringer, and that dude just decided to go Superman right on him, and unfortunately for him, not able to clutch up. Bomb gets defused. Coalition Outlaws taking that 4th round. YS trailing 3 rounds. All 3 players from the breach side are mid right now, lower mid. Are they going to get timing? Is someone going to spot them? That is indeed the case. 2 shots. 3 shots, unfortunately for him, not able to connect with that last shot there. Brax putting down a nice shot, body shot on Minji. Minji trying to clear that corner out with util and lethals. Stylus finds Minji. One should be on the bomb site. There you go. That's 1, 2 versus 2 as Brax ends up taking the L versus Argon. Shots through the smoke. Oh my goodness, Max. What was that? That looked kind of nutty. And Max again, yet again. A nutty frag indeed. Stylers ends up picking that bomb defusal, and this is now 5 rounds in favor of Outlaws. All right, who do you think is going to take this W? Second matchup of the day. Is it going to be Outlaws or is it going to be YES? Outlaws leading in this best of 3, 1 map to 0. Canals, map number 2. They are trailing by 2 rounds. As I say that, trade's going down. Full rotation ensues as well. On the side flip right now, we have Brax in this 1 versus 2. Does not have the bomb. And Vape putting down some shots as well, just trying to pepper those shots through and hoping that one of them hits in conjunction with his teammates. Oh my, Brax. If you get this, you're nuts. You're literally insane. All right, strafing a little too OP right there for Argon and Max, and Brax rather. 1 versus 1. Essentially the same HP. Argon opting to rotate through the breach spawn. Brax says, hey, I'm going to plan on this free bomb site, and that is A. And then push your spawn. Just a tad. Brax, Argon, elbow altercation. And Brax says, hey, what are you doing? You're dead. Brax clutching up for his team. Outlaws 6 rounds, YS 3 rounds. Nice little split right here. Are we going to be able to see the cross? Max taking a quick peek, unable to actually spot anybody. It would have been Vape, but Vape did not get a little too excited or get excited at all on peek. Brax pays the ultimate price in game right now as Vape said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just wait because you have been aggressive and I'm gonna get you. That's exactly what he did. The boogeyman. The Baba Yaga, John Wick on the glass. Styler's picking up Vape. Styler's picking up Minji as well. Oh my goodness gracious me! Is Styler's gonna be able to get a 3-piece right now, or is he just gonna opt to go on site? That's exactly what's actually happening. Bomb should be placed momentarily, or not. Okay, Styler says, "Hey, we're going to be doing the cinnamon swirl. We're going to be going all the way around." And that is exactly what Argon is doing as well. The two teams right now are playing just like a marathon simulator, just a running simulator, as we have complete opposite sides right now. Bomb's actually on the A site. Smoke plant, or rather popped. Elbow. Argon might get into an altercation, a situation here with Max. Max might opt to just back off and play his life, and that's ultimately not what he does. He tried a shoulder peek, but shoulder peek he did not. He actually died to that. 1 versus 1. Styler's not the greatest of HP. 39 to his name. Argon pushing up. Shots going down. Is he knife? He's trying to knife. He's trying to knife. That's indeed Argon. The tap works. Argon gets the defuse. Oh my goodness. That came down to the wire. Outlaws 6 rounds, YS 4 rounds. What a clutch by Argon. Both teams straight up fight towards elbow. Gunfight going down. Nothing so far except for you. Oh my goodness gracious me. I said nothing going on. Everything going on. Util, lethals, everything. But no frag. As I say that, Argon takes down Stylers as they end up pushing Vape, taking down. Last one alive right now is Brax. Max takes the L to Vape. 24 HP, looking heavy and not able to do anything. That is Brax. Minji cleaning up 5 rounds right now in favor of Y. Yes. Giveaway winner will be announced at the end of this map, folks. So stay tuned for that. Giveaway winner will be announced at the end of this map. Long. B long is the area where this gunfight is going to have the most impact. It seems as if they're actually going to just end up backing off. And Stylers, I don't know where that came from, but Argon just took the L. Minji putting down some shots over top. Cafe taking down Braxis. Now a 2 versus 2. We have one person on site, that is going to be Minji, and then one person just backing him up, which is Vape coming down through long, and that is where the bomb is. Actually, the bomb is Cafe. They haven't been able to get up there so far, and I don't think Minji and crew know this. Otherwise, they might play this a little bit differently. Minji was opting to go toward... Yeah, they have no idea where that last player is. All right, now they do, and this is now a 1 versus 1 max. Minji. Eminem right here, over here. Suddy, where you at? Cafe. Bomb is in the hands of Max. The breach. 3, 2, 1. You see nothing, you dip. All right, I guess not. 28 seconds. You don't have much time to work with. You're kind of forced to play this B-bomb site now. This is scary right now. If you're Minji, you have no idea what's going on, because at this point you would have assumed they have planted. And there you go. Minji waiting it out. Full HP. Not much ammo though. Has 2 clips. 2 full mags rather. No time. No time. And That's what happens when you play really, really slowly. You run out of time. Unfortunate for Outlaws. YS ties it up 6-6. Couple people towards mid. That's going to be 3 actually from the coalition side, and 1 person watching that cross. That is going to be Max putting down a shot. Actually ends up getting 1, opting to see if he's going to maybe use some util, and that's indeed the case. Holds off on that. That should do some damage, not too much, but enough that it might make a difference here. And rotation has actually been called out, and they're going to be taking that bomb site. Oh my goodness, what a freaking headshot. 1 tap. Bomb going down on B. Shots going down over here towards bridge. Minji putting down a little bit of pepper right there with that fire, that incendiary grenade. Now this is a 2 versus 2. We have, oh my goodness, Argon getting a 2-piece 1 tap right there, and it seems as if Argon is actually also going to try and stick the bomb. As I say that, he just taps it. Little love tap there, and this is going to be next to impossible for Brax is not able to do anything. Bomb's going to get defused, and unfortunately for him, also gets taken down and out for the count. Argon and crew looking strong right now as they lead 7-6 over Outlaws. Pitching some tents over here towards A. Breach are just pitching their own tents too. Very, very slow round so far. Minute 10 left, and I think now they're going to be starting to move up. There you go. Yep, Stylers clearing his corners, trying to get any information he can as the entry frag over here. Will he clear this corner? Yes, he will. Will he be able to get 2 frags or just the 1 or neither? Util being put down. Frag grenade. Brax gets 1. That's with his nade. Brax gets 2. And oh my goodness, Vape ends up actually getting taken down by an incendiary and a grenade, it seems. And now this is a 1 versus 2. Vape. Brax. Brax comes out on top. 7 apiece. Wide, yes, and Outlaws. So of course for this pistol tournament, the rules are a little bit different. Pistols only. 1st to 9. And a few other things, but those are the main ones. Body shots are also, I believe, 25% less damage. So gotta go for those headshots if you want things to count. Brax, buddy. Oh my goodness. Argon says, I'm just gonna take advantage of Brax not able to hit his shots there, and he does indeed. Styler's putting down some more shots, breaks the armor, puts down some shots, and putting down some frags as well, trying to get that chip damage. Stylers! Oh my goodness. Vape, you could barely see his dome, gets taken down. Stylers, 1 versus 2. They should know that bomb is down.
Smoke out.
I don't see why they wouldn't know bomb is down. That being said, it's not on the greatest spot. Oh my goodness, look at this. Did they see him? They might have seen him. We're gonna stick on this POV. Let's see what happens here, folks. They are scared. Well, I wouldn't say scared. They're actually playing very cautiously. Drops down. Stylers puts on a shot. He knows he has to activate now. He has to move. He doesn't have the bomb though, so it's going to be incredibly difficult. Does he get 1? Yes, he does. Unfortunately for him, unable to get the second one. No flick for him. 8 rounds right now in favor of Y. Yes, trailing is Outlaws. Why, yes, on match point right now, folks. Seems to be a coalition push towards the breach spawn. Stylers, only one that actually has an angle on him right now. As I say that, turn around and get sprayed down. What? Pulls out the bomb. What is the bomb gonna do? Oh my goodness gracious me. He's trying to put it. This is an absolute madhouse right now.
Tossing incendiary.
Everything, including the kitchen. Okay. Everything, including under the kitchens. Everything, and the kitchen sink rather, has been thrown at this breach spawn.
Smoke out.
Minji, 1 versus 2. Stylers and Max representing Outlaws right now. Why, yes, Minji.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb is down on A. If my eyes don't deceive me, I believe Minji's also playing on
Toss it frag.
Gyroscope, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it gyro. It might be gyro though.
Bomb has been planted on A.
Minji putting down some shots. Should be able to isolate one. Does indeed isolate one. 11 bullets in this magazine.
Smoke grenade out.
Puts down the smoke. Is he gonna get unfortunate timing? And that is indeed the case. Max comes from behind and says, hey, you know that match point that you were on? Yeah, we're on it too. All tied right now, folks. 8 apiece match point. Completely and utterly alone is the A and B bomb site rather.
Incendiary.
And bomb is now on B. Full rotation has been summoned. Shots going down. Trades not yet, but one kill does find its way over towards the side of Vape. Taking down Stylers. Vape putting down some more shots. Brax trades his teammate. Argon missing some shots and has no ammo, has nothing to do except snip, snap, snip, snap. 1 versus 1 now for all the marbles right now. Match point and potential series point. And Max indeed does the dirty. Oh my goodness gracious me. Outlaws taking that W. Series win as well. Moving on to face Triple E, Ed, and Eddie in the grand finals of your Critical Ops Pistol Tournament 2025. GG's, folks. GG's. And of course, thank you to each and every one of you who has tuned in. We're going to go ahead and grab the winner of the latest giveaway that we just had running. Congratulations to Larist, L-A-R-E-S-T. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Congratulations, Larist. You will be getting 5 cases as well. Congratulations to you. And thank you and every one of you who tunes into our streams, our awesome community that we have. Thank you. Share the stream, share with your teammates, with your friends, family, whoever you think might want to watch some Critical Ops gameplay, some competitive and also some fun gameplay. We do appreciate it. Folks, with that being said, we should be, I believe that is all we have today. That being said, last little thing we got to go over here. Once again, the Esports supporter bundle. Go ahead, grab that in the store. Support your esports community if you'd like to. That's one way. Of course, taking a nice, awesome break with you, watching the matches streamed, sharing them. That's one way. Another way is in-game if you'd like to. Go ahead, grab it. Awesome gloves. In addition to that, you also get 1,000 credits and 2 Ghost Strike cases. Not 1, but 2 Ghost Strike cases. So you get the Candido gloves, which you can see right here in action. Shout out Adject. And 1,000 credits and 2 Ghost Strike cases. Shout out to all you in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. With that being said, let's take a quick peek at our updated bracket. As you can see there, Outlaws move on to the grand finals and are going to be facing off versus Triple E, Ed, and Eddie. Grand finals Sunday, May 9th. Stay tuned for that, folks. Follow our socials. Everything will be down in the description below. Make sure you're tuned in to get notified when the stream is live and for the time that will be released soon. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. I believe that's everything. I'll leave that bracket up for just a little bit longer so we can see the progression once again. That was an incredible 2 matches that we watched. YES taking an L, unfortunately for them. Outlaws moving along to the grand finals. Ed, and Eddie dominating 2-0 over Supreme Gaming. Unfortunately for them, not the Supreme Gaming that they would have liked to have been. And of course, once again, Outlaws and Ed, and Eddie in your grand finals for the Critical Ops Pistol Tournament 2025. That's all I have for y'all, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in today. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And with that being said, stay tuned. More giveaways for tomorrow as well. Grand finals time. We'll take care and peace.